Hello everyone! In this video we're gonna take a look at our song Ravenous Planet and break it down. This video will feature some amount of nerdy music theory, but please don't turn it off as the most interesting things will be covered in the end. And we'll show you how you can get the multi-tracks for this song. And you can then remix it or just look at them and, I don't know, whatever. And this is the first part of the video. This one will feature compositional and structural things about the song, and mixing and mastering stuff will be covered in a separate video. So, let's dive into it. Ravenous Planet is probably the most interesting song to analyze on the third album, as it is the most progressive and complex one, at least in my opinion. So, let's start with the structure of the song. It starts with the intro, then Melodic Riff kicks in, then we have the verse, and then transition to another riff, like heavier Phrygian one, then the part that is actually another verse but different, then pre-chorus, chorus, ambient break, and then everything repeats. So, let's start with the intro. The intro of the song consists mostly of 4 elements, which are 2 pads and 2 synths. Together they sound like this. The chords here are mainly minor or suspended chords, and suspended chords are really interesting thing. They are neither minor nor major, and they kind of help to create this in-between atmosphere, really mysterious and spacious one, so we really like using them. The intro then transitions into the build-up. In the build-up, the synth arpeggio is being introduced. And also a robotic voice which says life forms located. Which kinda teasers the thematics of the lyrics. And all together, some effects. And the next block. In the next block, guitars are being introduced, and they just play some simple power chords. Also a nice electronic bass which plays some funny notes. And also an interesting thing about this block that it features a modulation down a minor third from C minor to A minor, and it helps to create this kind of tension. Just listen to it. Pretty dark modulation. And then we have a transition back to C minor using an arpeggio of an augmented B chord, which I think is pretty smart. I'm really proud of this modulation. And now, the next part. In the next block, the full instrumental is being introduced. The drums, bass, guitars, pads, synths, and an impact scream. The drums are pretty straightforward, just double bass with 2 kicks per bar. Bass is also pretty simple, with some occasional things like this here and there. Rhythm guitar. Once again, rhythm guitar and pads are playing the chords from the intro, so it kind of helps to glue things together. Lead guitar plays some beautiful melody. Also, the synths, they play the same thing as lead guitar, which adds some texture to the overall sound. A simple scream. Yeah. And altogether, it sounds like this. In this block, the drums starting to play triplets, which adds this additional tension and additional thickness. And then just all the thing continues until the next build up before the verse. Before the verse, there is a small pause where only lead guitar and synths are present, and it kind of helps to add this additional impact to the verse when it kicks in with the vocals and the pretty interesting drum part. That kick here plays some like Morse code, I don't know, and a lot of cymbals, a lot of right cymbal, and the screams. The melody is the same as in previous block, but just with addition of vocals and different drum parts. Altogether, then drums change a little bit. And the next transition. The next block is kind of like a transition between different parts of the song, and the overall mood of the song changes here. The previous block was mainly in natural minor, while the transition is in Phrygian scale, which is heavier, which is darker, and it starts with a triplet and this impactful scream with many layers, sounding like this. Even a growl here. And what's also interesting about this block, the first two parts are with built on triplets. Then another small ambient pause. Once again, small pause, small ambience kind of helps the next block to hit harder. And this is kind of probably an overused thing in Labyrinthus music pretty often. And then we have another heavy riff. The next block is one of my favorite in the song, and it features slow halftime drums, which are layered with electronic kick and snare samples, industrial hit, Lorna Shore snare bomb, which we stole from them. And altogether it sounds pretty badass. The bass line is also pretty simple here. Rhythm guitar, just power chords. And altogether, the melody here is taken from the last part of previous block, which also kind of helps to glue parts together. And the melody keeps repeating many times, but the chords underneath the melody changes, so it kind of helps to this melody not sound boring and continue the evolution of the track. The next block is pretty much similar to this one, but the drums are faster and the vocals are introduced once again. And this block also feels like it's a verse, but we already had a verse there, so I don't know. Maybe it's alternative verse or whatever, which leads to the pre-chorus. In the pre-chorus, most elements of the mix disappear: guitars, bass, and drums, and Reese bass is being added, some synths, and layered with lead guitar, and also some delayed screams. All together, some drum fill, snare build up, and the chorus. Once again, a pause before the chorus, which helps to horse to hit harder. Some impacts here. And that's it. The chorus of Ravenous Planet is pretty straightforward and probably the simplest thing in the song. First time in the song the clean vocals are being introduced, and they sound like this together. Also, there is a choir there. Which adds a little bit of epic feel to the overall thing. The lead guitars here, they play pretty much the same thing as the vocals sing, with some additional notes here and there. In the first part of the chorus, drums are slow with additional impacts. The second part with fast drums and double bass. So everything like in previous blocks, and together it sounds like this. So after the chorus, there is an ambient break with some delayed clean vocals. Then once again we're transitioning from the block with Phrygian scale to the block with natural minor, and so that this transitions feels more understandable for our ears. The melody kinda in the first seconds is pretty quiet, and then it becomes louder and louder, so there is no conflict between two different parts of the song. After the ambient break, which sounds like this, After the ambient break, we come back to the riff with modulation, but this time it is arranged a little bit differently, with full instrumental, with drums playing double bass, and with rhythm guitar playing the same melody as lead guitar. Also synths are playing the same melody. And all together. Modulation. And transition with augmented chord. After this we have another verse. Then the same transition. The only thing that changes after the transition, we have another small ambient break here. Grease bass comes in. Some robotic voice once again. And another alternative verse. Actually, everything else is pretty much the same pre-chorus, the same chorus, slow and fast, and then the outro after the chorus. That's it. As I promised in the beginning of the video, multi-tracks of the song are available on our Patreon page. The link is in the description, and thank you all for watching this video. See you soon.